We got Lil Jon in the building. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Great. A little tired, but I'm alive.
Well, welcome to San Diego. You
really have that damn radio voice.
I try.
You go to McDonald's and be like, hey, how you doing? Let me get a number 2, supersize, no pickles, hold the onions. Yeah, all right.
Only when I try to impress famous people. Am I doing a good job so far or no?
You're doing a good job.
Yes.
It's just freaking me out a little bit.
All right, well, I'll try to keep
No, you do you, man. Just do you. Keep going.
I love it. You have a lot of history with us. I remember the first time I saw you live in concert was at Rosarito Beach when Jammin Z90 did the Rosarito Spring Break concerts.
Wow.
And you were I think this was 6 years ago. I was an intern, and you were just killing it. I think the stage almost fell off because it was crazy.
Yeah, I've been coming down here a lot. Z90's been supporting me throughout my entire career. So yeah, probably we had a good time.
Yeah, and it's probably like that all the time. And I, prepping for this interview, I wanted to act like, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing, just because I found out there's so much you've accomplished and so much you've done.
Right.
Who haven't you worked with? You've worked with everybody.
There's still a lot of people I haven't worked with. Me and Jay-Z did something together, but it never came out, so I want to do something new with Jay. And me and Kanye did some stuff together, but that was like a remix, so that don't count. So you want to do some real, some new stuff, and get in the studio and really do some stuff from scratch. But I just like to work. I just like to make music. So it doesn't matter what kind of music it is. I can go and get with Herbie Hancock, and we might be able to make something cool. Nile Rodgers got with Daft Punk and Pharrell, and did some amazing stuff. So I just like the musicians and artists. Real artists, we just like to make good music, and that's why we all can we can go cross genres sometime and do different things, and it still work.
If you ever need a nice voice guy for your album, I'm down with it. Yeah, Lil Jon coming at you.
Wow.
I'll be like, it's this hot track for you, just in case.
I got you.
Just in case. Now, you've crossed over into the EDM scene. What's that like? Just, you're kicking it with Sidney Samson, every big name, and, what's it like crossing over and, kind of being a superstar in that scene? Did you expect that, or how did that fall into place?
I guess it kind of started from when me and Pitbull did the Anthem, which was a sample of Calabria, and then we did, we sampled Federico Franci's Cream, which was, what was the name of that song? I can't remember. But anyway, so those two, and then also Shots. And then also Chucky put me on the Sexy Bitch remix with David Guetta. All of those records kind of opened the door up for me. The early Pitbull records just opened my eyes to it, wow, this is a whole nother world. And these DJs are making a whole lot of money. And it's cool, and the energy at the festivals and the clubs was a whole nother kind of energy. It was I came from the hip-hop world, and we had the highest energy in our kind of scene, the crunk movement, and to go see the EDM movement, and it's high energy as well. It's okay, I like that, So I started to just dabble in it and just meet different people, and we do records together, and the rest is history.
That's what's up. And now the big DJ Snaker turned down for what? How did that come together?
Well, he had the beat done, and he had a Redman sample in it. It was some countdown, Bang the Underground. So he sent me the record, and then I had it for some months, and because I was just busy on the road touring, and I finally went in the studio, and I played the song, and I'm like, I like the beat. The beat is crazy, but this Redman sample don't work, because he wanted me to re-say the Redman sample. So I hit him man, send me the instrumental. I feel you on this Redman thing, but I don't know. So I went, laid the vocals down. Pulled the beat up, just the instrumental, and the first thing that comes to my head is turned down for what? So I finished this joint and sent it back to him. He was like, it's cool, but can you do the Redman thing over? I'm like, dude, trust me, it's a smash. Because I don't think he really knew what turned down for what meant early on.
He's French.
Yeah, he's French. He's from Paris, so he, it's different slang, different cultures. But he listened to me, and the rest is history.
And it seems like
Platinum.
the smart thing to do is listen to Lil Jon. I know Pitbull listen to Lil Jon. Look where he's at, you know. And another thing I want to know is, can you explain the Lil Jon DJ experience? What can someone expect when they see Lil Jon DJ?
A lot of it's like New Year's Eve every time I DJ. That's how I kind of look at it, because you drink more than you normally would. You party a lot longer than you normally would party, and you go harder than you normally would go. So, and it's a lot of energy, and you hear every kind of music there is. You know, you hear hip hop, you hear trap, you hear twerk, you hear house. So you hear everything, and because I have so many different kinds of fans that know me from different stuff, from different, you know, whatever. So I try to give everybody something that they can relate to.
And that's awesome. And one of the things, you know, you're bringing up that was really interesting is, you know, the energy that you had in hip hop, especially with the crunk movement. Right. Everyone was just loving it. And, you know, do you think ever that energy will ever return to hip hop? You know, will it ever come back? Because I don't know. In all honesty, it's not the same. You know, with when that music, that I call those the good old days.
Yeah.
You know, when you had that type of music. We just played Bia Bia. You know, the
Right.
song you did with Ice Cube. To me, that was like the golden age in a sense. Do you think that time will ever return?
Well, music is always evolving and changing, and it's a big circle. Like, everything comes back around. Like, rock ain't as big as it used to be, but rock is going to come back eventually, you know. Disco's not going to come back, but well, it kind of did, huh? Daft Punk again.
Daft Punk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dang. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. So I think it'll eventually come back around, because people want to go harder. You know, it's funny when I take hip hop friends to like some of the EDM stuff, and they're like blown away by how hard people are partying and jumping up and down and going crazy, because in the hip hop clubs it's a lot more laid back. So yeah, I think it'll come back.
Who was the biggest person you in the hip hop scene that you took to an EDM event? You're like, I see what you're doing right now.
I didn't take him, but I ran into Luda at Ultra like last year, and he was just like, wow. You know, he'd never been to Ultra, or never. I don't think he's ever seen anything like that. And like I think I was on stage. That might have been Afrojack. Yeah, well, maybe 2 years ago, because I jumped on stage with Afrojack that year. So yeah, and I think he was there when I didn't see him till afterwards. So yeah, I think he was just like, wow, this is a whole nother world. And I think later on he ended up jumping on. He did kind of an EDM track that he put out. So I think he kind of, you know, saw it and was like, wow.
We wish you nothing best. Thank you so much, Lil Jon.
Thank you
For stopping by.
Yeah. What the fuck is Silver Edition Red Bull? Never heard of that.